Hi, everybody. It's Maureen with Coastal NC Living Real Estate, and I have the pleasure to be here with Kathy Jasso. We are going to talk today about one of our great establishments here in Emerald Isle, the Trading Post, Southern Food and Spirit, right?
Correct. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited that you're here. So some of these questions, seem kind of simple, but what I'm hoping is as our friends and our neighbors and our guests watch the video and see some of the images and hear us talk about this, they'll find out some things that they didn't know before, that they'll be able to come back and go to the Trading Post business page and find events and menus and specials and things going on, not just what we're doing today, but moving forward. Tell me a couple of things that you enjoy the most about having a business here, the Trading Post, and how they kind of participate in the community.
So what I enjoy the most about having the business here in Emerald Isle is, one, it's on the beach, and two, we always get to be a part of something. We do a lot of fundraisers at Trading Post. A lot of people host their parties there, so we get to be involved with that.
Tell me a little bit about the Trading Post. How long have they been in business? How long have they been active here in the community?
About 4 years. I believe June. We opened up back in June 4 years ago.
Now, tell us, where is the Trading Post? Where is it located?
It is located in between the light of Bogue Inlet and CVS. So I would say when you're going towards Bogue Inlet Pier, right before the light, it'll be on your left side. And that's the easiest way that I can always put it.
Right. It sounds to me like the Trading Post has been a popular place for weddings or receptions or birthday parties or graduations or family gatherings, celebration of life, all that kind of stuff. So it sounds like you guys are very accustomed to working with people and working with families on those kinds of celebrations. So one of the, my next questions is, what are some of the unique items or services? So let's kind of walk down that path a little bit. So how would somebody reach out to you if they wanted to talk about trying to do something at the Trading Post?
The best way for any reservations or any events that want to be held there is always either email or our Facebook. Facebook's going to be quick, fast. We can get information a lot quicker than an email will. Sometimes we get caught up in being busy in the actual restaurant, that's sitting down on a computer. We don't get that time much, but a Facebook notification comes through our phone immediately. It just pops up. So most managers are able to handle it right away and get going on planning the actual event for that person. Now, if it's something that it deals with, like a reservation that afternoon, always call us, give us a call, and we'll be able to accommodate the best that we can.
Also, obviously, people will be able to refer back to the Trading Post on the Park Bench site and see the updates, see events, see as things roll forward what we're doing. And also, people should look for deals. They should look to see if there's any kind of specials being offered, any kind of events, any kind of joint things with some of the other businesses, or even some of the fundraisers that you all are supporting. What do you think are some of the most popular things that keep people coming back?
One of the most popular is our shrimp and grits. People absolutely love the shrimp and grits. I mean, I have never seen a kitchen get filled of so many shrimp and grits at one time. So I would say shrimp and grits, and then the other would be the chicken and waffles. It's just the way that we create those tenders. People love them. People just love our tenders.
What else might somebody find on the menu?
They might be able to find our oyster Rockefeller. They can find collard dip. They can find our fried green tomatoes. It's like an appetizer, but it is phenomenal. I would say that's another great dish that people hear, that they hear about and they want immediately. And they know the difference. They know a Trading Post fried green tomato, and they know going to a different place and trying their fried green tomato. We get a lot of compliments on that.
So we talked about sort of the best way to contact, and I'll put up that information. Tell us a little bit about the atmosphere of the Trading Post.
So I would say it is, you made a great comment earlier about this as well, and it is the adult of flippers. So what I mean by that is that we have different age groups that come in. If they want to go in and just sit down at the bar and drink, they can do that. They just want a drinking day, but then they decide to get an appetizer, they have that service there. Or we have the families that come in, they just want to actually sit down. They're able to have a table to sit down together, and we have big tables there as well. So it's like a whole dining moment for them. Or we have the crowd that also just wants to come in and just play some cornhole or hula hoop outside. It's very different than our environment at our place Flippers, where we have just more of a sit down family feel. So I would say that Trading Post, it's definitely the adult of flippers.
So you can take your family and your friends and you can go to the Trading Post and you can have both. You can do both. You
Absolutely.
can enjoy the patio, you can come inside. So that's a nice option to be able to offer people. Tell me 3 things that you enjoy, that you like to do in our community, or places you like to frequent, or things that you like to do just that kind of represent being here to you.
One is the growler. It's a bit different for our area. We get to go and have different craft beers and get to hang out with our friends. They have that indoor outdoor as well, but it's only a drinking time. I would say what I love about this place is that it's also, you're able to bring your dogs, your pets, your kids, and it still feel that family vibe, or just that hang out with your friend feeling. Or you go in just with your animal and just talk to everyone. Everyone will talk to you, and that's what I love the most about our community, is that no one really gets left behind. Right. The other that I would say is the beach. I love going to the beach, and the fact that it's right, literally, I would say right next to us. I can go and run around with my child or my dog, and that's the great part about living in this area, is we actually have that here, and we barely get to enjoy it. When we actually get to enjoy it, it's always nice because everybody else enjoys it for much longer than we do.
Right.
We live in it.
That's right.
And then I would say the other is volunteering. Our Fishing for a Cure is our biggest one, and that's for Trading Post and Flippers. We share that together, and it's always nice to be involved into that and feel the community come together as one. And by that I mean all kinds of age groups, because it does have different events for every single person. So I would say that that's one of my favorite ones to do all year round.
And Fishing for the Cure is in October?
Correct. It is in October, but they do little events randomly during the year. Just they'll post it up, but for a week long, they do have a full-blown event set up. So that's mainly in October.
Well, listen,
Good.
Kathy, thank you. I know that you are very busy trying to address all of the needs of both of the establishments, but we really think that we have such a great community here. We have some of the best businesses, we have some of the best business owners, and we feel very strongly that the local businesses are the corner and the backbone of our community. And so we want to make sure that we could do everything we can to try and support them.
Thank you so much for having me and taking this time that we can share both of our locations.
Absolutely. It's our pleasure. Thank you so much. Everybody have a great day. Thanks.